And my coffee friends. Hope everyone's doing really well. My name's Tony. Just to let you know, this is a live video, so if you watch this later on, hear doggies bark or things going on, you are in my work at home office. I am a big coffee fanatic. I have about 6 coffee machines, well, espresso machines specifically, here in my office. I am a big coffee slash espresso geek. Hey guys, this is still a newer channel. Feel free to please like and subscribe. I know it's something you hear on YouTube all the time, but I am a small YouTuber and it really means the world to me when people subscribe. Let you know when I have new videos and all that cool stuff. And I definitely appreciate you coming hanging out with me. When I do lives like this, I try to go live 3 or 4 times a week, just to have some fun. It's nice to chat with folks. Sometimes I get chats in. Also, if you ever have a question, feel free. If I don't know the answer, I'll find the answer. I love hearing from people. That's why I do this. I mean, that makes my day. So, kind of getting into it, guys. Definitely really appreciate it. I am going to be doing a live review. I've been trying to do a little more of these reviews live. This is Café Romano. So this is a company that is basically, it's based, the roasting is in Italy, and it is distributed in Brooklyn, New York by Espresso. And I've had a lot of their stuff before. They're a really good company as far as pods go. Y'all, I'm gonna just tell you right now, they sent this out to me for doing a review, but every opinion you hear is my own opinion. I am not some big YouTuber. This isn't some giant brand deal, where I'm paid to do any of this stuff. It's just occasionally, sometimes I'll send things out. Lately, I've I've been getting a lot of interesting stuff. About a couple weeks ago, I just got this mobile espresso system, and it's my first one. There's a lot of really cool ones out there. The Nespresso pods are really versatile, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with them. There's so many cool pod systems out there. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this particular pod system, I have hot water here, so I'm going to be careful when I move it around. This is what you'd call white box. So there's a couple companies that are literally selling this exact same model. After this video, if you want to go and click on any links in the description, feel free to go to my Amazon storefront page. This will be on there. Plus, I'm going to put some other links for ones that are really affordable as well. This one goes for about, I think after the discount, about 90 bucks, but I've seen them as low as 50 and 60 on Amazon, and I'm going to list that too. If you click on any of the Amazon links, those are affiliate links. It does help support the channel. My wife has a YouTube page and I have YouTube. And basically, if you go to Amazon, it does help support us. So that's really cool. Helps me buy some more beans, and I buy a lot of coffee. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. I want to try a couple of these out. I've already tried them out, so I know kind of what they are, and I'm gonna give my opinion. And this is gonna be an unvarnished, kind of from an espresso geek opinion. So let me go ahead and do a couple things. I'm going to go ahead and start off. I think we're going to do this one. And this is the Café Romano. It's an organic. It's a Valentano Angelo. So the angel. And this one has been one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start with that today. So I always tell this to everybody. I'm kind of a cheapskate. I like finding things on a bargain, and that's kind of what matters the most to me. I watch all the reviews on YouTube. Everything I have, I always say this, I am a coffee geek, not a coffee snob, because I cannot afford to be a coffee snob. I always like to buy things on a bargain, and these definitely are very affordable for what you get. One of the things I really kind of look at a lot is the construction of the pod itself. This pod is an aluminum pod, and a lot of the cheaper end ones, or ones that are not, Nespresso and all that, they're not. They're like plastic, and again, that's okay. But as far as thermal stability, this is going to help out a lot as far as that goes. I'm really happy with the quality of these. These are just been really, really well. So let's go ahead. Let's get the mobile brewer going. Of course, I've got to brew into my own cup. I'm not going to not use their cup. I've actually put some hot water in here right now just to preheat my brew chamber. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the water. Okay. And then we're going to get some fresh water out of my machine that I have over here. And we'll pop in the new, actually, let's pop in the pot as we speak. So I'm going to go ahead. What I really like about this one is that this particular system is crazy easy to use. There's just no other way to put it. So here's the big thing. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you need a mobile system, something like this is awesome. If you want mobile, espresso, I have a cousin that is a conductor on a train. So he literally drives a train. And something like this is always really good for him. He uses one of the other ones. I forget the brand name, but it's a big one. And a lot of folks have been doing it. I think James Hoffman did a video for them and all that. Let's use this other cup. So there's a lot of good people out there making them. This is definitely, like I said, more of that like white box where you're going to see multiple people using the same one. So let's go ahead. I want to grab my water. And let's make our first shot here. Guys, I'm going to be making quite a few shots. So, I might be pretty caffeinated at the end here. Let's go ahead and grab some water. We're not going to make it too big of one. Oh, 34. Well, yeah, about 34 grams right there. So that's what I'm looking for. These are going to be... Here's the thing about the pots. I want everyone to kind of realize this, is that there's not a lot of espresso in these pots. It's not like you're pulling your big shot and you got your 18 grams, 15 grams, it's definitely not. So I actually like to use a little less water. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do a long press. There it goes. Love that. So funny using this next to my espresso machine. It's okay, espresso machines. Don't get jealous. Of course, this is not going to be your Crema machine here. I mean, there is Crema on top. But here, let's go ahead and stop that. Alrighty. Let's give this a little stir and a taste. So again, this is the Angelino Café Romano. Okay. And I always try to find the best budget espresso that's the best bang for my buck. And this is an Italian roast. Let's give this a little taste here. Good. Really super pleasant. Not too dark. I mean, this says 8 out of 10, but I would say this is more of a medium roast. Pretty good mouthful. Definitely not bad. Very pleasant. Kind of reminds me of has that Hershey Kiss typical chocolate. What I do find with this is that these particular pods, I do believe they're Arabica, but sometimes a couple of these pods I've tasted have some of that Italian coffee Robusto taste. I need to do some further research to see if there's any Robusto in there. And that's typically an Italian roast. A little bit of Robusto. So, pretty good. There's just no other way to say it. Would I recommend it for a coffee geek? Yes. I'm going to definitely recommend it. And if you are a person who, is on the go, like my cousin working on the railway as an engineer, this is a good thing to do. This is a good one to go. This is the Nova, and this is the Ristretto, and this one says it's a 10 out of 10 intensity. I always love when they put the intensities on there. Typically, the black ones are like, watch out, this one's tough. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. At the end here, we might pull an actual shot here just for fun. But the cool thing is, like I mentioned with these pod systems, if you're traveling and you're in the car, this is an awesome thing. If you're on a plane trip, I love watching the videos of the folks using the oh man, what is that one? It's a Spanish one. The Pico Presso. Yeah, it's pretty easy just to pop that out. And in the airplanes, personally, I have not got a Pico Presso, but it is one of those things that's on my list. I love the idea of manually pumping something. I think it's really cool, just so you're using your own muscle power, you know. But I really dig how easy it is to use this one too. So no complaints here. So let's go ahead. We're going to try out the Novana. Okay. Again, super easy. And when you tighten it, you're basically piercing the top. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to set that right there. Grab my water again. Let's zero that out. I actually might go with a tiny bit more water. Well, no, I'm going to try to shoot for about 30, I guess. Change my mind here. Now, this particular unit has its own heating system. I just prefer just to grab my water right here from my espresso machine. I don't want to wait that time. Plus, it'd be very boring just waiting that time. Oh, man. Here I am talking, and I'm just using too much water. Here. I don't think I'm going to use all of this. Let me just see where I'm at. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Got it nice and tight. Let's go ahead and brew this up. I just love how easy it is. I mean, that's the main thing. These are convenient. If you're camping, you're in a pinch, if you're at work and you want to have some, you know, your own espresso. Come on now. The only downside is sometimes this happens. I feel like you gotta kind of finagle it a tiny bit. And I don't really understand why. There we go. It's like it's trying to build the pressure. Interesting. Interesting. This is so weird to me. I don't know if just because I held back some of the water. Maybe it's having trouble building it in the chamber, but I mean, I wouldn't think that was the case. There is the long press which activates if you have hot water. Could be just this pod. I don't know. Maybe it's having a hard time putting the pressure on this particular pod. There it goes. It's a thing. That is so weird. That's beyond strange. I don't really understand this. There it goes. Come on now. There it goes. Just took a really long time to build that pressure. That is strange. This is the fun part about doing stuff live, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and give this one a shot here. That was interesting. I really don't know what took longer on that one. Give it a little stir, a little taste. So when it comes down to buying your espresso pods, if that's what you do, you're a pod person. Pod person, gotta love that. My son has the Casa Brews pod system for the original Nespresso, and I'm gonna let him use these. He tends to make his own espresso these days with his espresso machine, so it's pretty cool. This one's pretty good. I mean, it's not, how do I put it? I am just, oh man, this is where the geek part comes out of me. I love just pulling my own shots and all everything. I love the puck prep. But again, if I was on the go, I just want to have some good coffee. Yeah, I mean, this definitely has a good taste to it. It's pretty good. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. But again, it really comes down to pods. It really comes down to if that what you're doing. If you're going on a great hike, very smooth, and you want to take something with you, you want to put this in your bag. I don't think this is a bad choice in any way, shape, or form. And I do think, yeah, there is definitely a pressure buildup on this. I think that's what it is. Maybe this particular pod was just, I don't know, a little more robust. It's like, I'm not going to pop. But this is pretty cool. I mean, look, let's take a look at this, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about if you're curious on how a lot of these work. So here is the perforated edge. So what happens is there's a pattern on the bottom, and it pushes the foil cap down, and that's literally where you get your pressure, where the crema comes from, everything. And then there's a hole that gets built up and punctured, and it does feel very hot. So I don't know, maybe that's what was taking so long with it. But again, I'm not going to complain. If they're, again, if you're having coffee on the go, this is definitely not bad. There's just no other way to say it. This is not a bad way to go if you're making coffee on the go. This particular unit, like I mentioned, is that white label. So there's quite a few brands that have it out there. You could find it right now on Amazon, Ollie, for anywhere from $50 all the way to 100. This particular unit, I want to say it goes for about 100 or so, with the discount with it. As far as doing one more, I guess let's just do one more. This one is the Intenso Italiano. This one's they call the 10 out of 10. Watch out, 10 out of 10. This is gonna blow my socks off. I've had this before, guys. It's not bad. So let's go ahead and let's give this. We'll do one more of these. There's just no other way to say it. Let's just do one more. Why not? Why not? Okay, so again, super easy. Take the pod out. Nice metal pod. And we're going to go ahead, pop the pod in, put it right on top. And again, this is all, like, I heated this up, so this should be pretty good to go. Let's grab some water. Gotta have your agua. Agua de viva. All right. And I am going to really try to get this one on point here. There we go. One more little. All right. There's that three-way solenoid. Okay. All right. Got my water right on in there. Make sure it caps on nice and tight. Come on now. There we go. See, did not have that same problem. Yeah, this one smells way better. Get that nice dark smell. That's a thing. Nah, it's just a darkly roasted coffee. Okay, let's set that to the side. Give it a little stir. And a little taste. Salute. Cheers. Good. Very dark roasted. Would I call this a 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10 for them, but I mean, I wouldn't call this like the apex of dark roast. I mean, but it definitely a good dark roast, really good flavor, good body. Not bad at all. It's caffeine. If I was on the go, I was on an airplane, it'd be better than airplane coffee. Just think about it. I could say to the person on the airline, "Hey, can I have a cup of water?" And then I could just pull this out. I can make my own espresso right there, and at least I know what I'm going to be putting in my mouth. I know it sounds silly. Sometimes I've had some coffee on airplanes where I'm like, "What is this slop?" It's that community coffee, you know. And there's not anything wrong with community coffee. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying, come on now, you know that they're not doing what we do. Anyway, I think this one's really awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull a shot because I just have to. I haven't pulled a shot today, so I'm gonna get. My machine's already ready to go, so why not? But yeah, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get the pod right out again. Dump the pod. I'm really been happy with this little pod system. It allows me to try the Nespresso pods without having to get my machine out. Again, I will probably give these to my son just because he is more the Nespresso pod person in the family. But if you are on the go, if you're at work, I work at home. So this is my work at home office. This is literally my coffee corner at work. But the truth is, if I was in office, which I know a lot of folks are, and a lot of people I work with every day are in office. In my day job, I am an insurance manager. I run an insurance company. And so I'm always in the office talking to agents out in the field. And honestly, this is better than office coffee. There's just no other way to say it. But at the end of the day, you want good coffee? You want good espresso? Use an espresso machine. You know, do your own thing. There's just no other way to say it. I'm going to go ahead and flip this basket out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and brew up a quick shot here. It's time for me to empty the knock box, but I'm on a live video with you guys, so I'm not going to do that right now. So forgive me, because that's what I'm doing off camera, just trying to get this fixed up. I don't know about you, but I do fill my knock box quite a bit. You know, make a lot of coffee, that's what happens. All right, so I'm using the MHW Bomber 18 gram. I do like to go a little bit bigger, but today I'm just doing 18 gram because I just had a bunch of that. So definitely do not want to over caffeinate necessarily, even though I'm already doing that. All right, so let's go ahead. I have been brewing up some fun stuff lately. Let's get a new cup. I've been using my Hybrew G5 over here, which is awesome. It's been a wonderful grinder. Been super happy with it. And I'm using my Gevi all-in-one system. It actually has a grinder up top. I'm going to tell you right now, the grinder that's included is pretty awesome. I mean, it's actually really pretty cool. You know, some of these grinders that come included, it's always kind of iffy. I pulled shots with each one of these grinders, and the results are pretty close. There's just no other way to say it. So, yeah, I mean, it's still really good. I just really love the design of the Hybrew. I love that you can move it forward and do all this stuff. It has really great retention. And then at the end of the video here, I'm going to show you one of my neat little fun little tricks that I've just discovered, as silly as that sounds, for helping clean the machine. I know it sounds silly, but, you know, I'm in my mid-40s, and when you just figure something out that you are like, whoa, how did I not know this? It's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and grab about 15 grams. And I know I said this at the beginning of the video, but just in case, you know, you're catching me kind of midway or you fast forwarded through it, some things, which is totally cool. Please like and subscribe. There's just no other way to say it, guys. It really helps with a small YouTuber. That's going to be one of the best things to help make a channel grow and help them out. So if you're looking to support me and you like what I'm doing here, you're a fellow coffee nerd, definitely think about just hitting subscribe, liking the video, and please feel free, just say hello sometime, you know? That's one of the things I always love to hear, is just hear from people. You're always welcome to follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of stuff on Instagram. You know, I'm not a Instagram coffee model. You're not going to see the money shot of espresso being pulled, but, you know, I'm a geek just like you. So definitely, you know, if you ever want to say hello or what's up, feel free. It's a good spot. All right, so let's go ahead. Yeah, this grinder has just been awesome. It has this great tilt function. Okay, and one of the things I really love, it's just the cone, the way it's designed. It's literally designed for single dosing, you know? It has single dosing 100% in mind. So if you are a person who single doses your coffee, it's the way to go. You know, a lot of the grinders, they want to show you this big giant hopper and make it look like a cafe. But the truth is, single dosing is just the way I like to do it. I love the bellows up top. They're very strong. It's a stepless, you know, dial. Oh man, it smells so good. Yeah, really great. It's doing really good on retention. And at the end of the video here, I'm going to show you my trick, my hack. Oh my goodness, to really making sure I've cleaned it out and it's nice and fresh. Okay, so let's go ahead and, yeah, this is going to be a quick shot. This isn't my normal, you know, crazy routine. Love this lightning tool by MHW. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get the camera down a little bit. And this is the magic. Do a double shot. Probably not going to drink this whole thing, but I can't do a video without actually making some real good espresso. Y'all, I've been using these Nicaraguan Amazon fresh beans, and this has been the craziest surprise. I've ordered them before, and they were okay. But I don't know, this last batch, I think they were more freshly roasted, and I've actually been getting good crema. They taste delicious. It tastes way better than less than $7. It's crazy. I mean, if you're looking for a good value, I'm going to tell you this. It's commodity coffee, even though it's single origin. But I've gotten good results, especially from this last batch. Oh my goodness. It's been delicious. All right, there we go. That's perfect. Okay. So that is proper espresso. Again, no diss on the pod systems or any of that stuff, or the Nespresso pods. Again, your toolbox has got to be equipped for really anything. Oh, I should have used the this on the Nespresso pods to check it out. There's just no other way to see it. I should have checked that out. I don't know. We'll do that again at some point. Always curious what it is. 9.3. So I got a 9.3 rating right here. So definitely that's a target where I want to be. 9.3. Y'all. Curious. Now my curiosity is like, what were those pods? We'll see. That's another day. Cheers. Absolutely delicious. Wow. What a difference. Oh my goodness. What a real difference. That is what I'm talking about. Again, no diss on pod systems or anything like that. But it's like I said, it's a toolbox thing. If you're on a trip, if you're working, you don't have a big espresso machine, it's not a bad choice for sure. Y'all, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I said that I was going to show you kind of one of my little hacks. So the other day, this was sent to me. Let me move my coffee I don't want to mess it up. But if you have an espresso or a coffee little corner like I do, and you want to make sure that you kind of keep it tidy, y'all, this thing has been really awesome. What this is it's a vacuum on one end and a basically very powerful air blower on the other. And I'm telling you, this has actually been really helpful with putting it in, using it. Let me show you. This is the lowest setting. And what I've been doing is going into my espresso machine and just blowing some air into it like that, clearing it out. And the fact that it has the ability to do like a vacuum as well. I mean, look at that. It's just so awesome. And this might sound silly, but it's just really cool, It's just kind of goofy and cool at the same time. I use my vacuum to get in there and basically get everything out. But yeah, something like this this has been a little bit of a hack in a good way. Oh, man. Here, let me try to get this turned off here. This is the thing. The only thing about this particular unit, if for some reason, there it goes. Now it's even higher. Oh, man. Excuse me, I'm a goofball. There we go. Overkill much? There's no way to say it. But to go from this, again, this is perfect for cleaning the actual puck prep and all that good stuff, and in the middle of making your shot. But it's just nice to have something like that. For what it is, I'm happy I got it. It's been helping me a lot with retention on things. But anyways, guys, definitely thanks so much for hanging out with me. If there's any questions you have, definitely let me know. There's just no other way to say it. I'm here for you. Please reach out to me on Instagram. Again, I have my Amazon storefront. And thanks so much for hanging out, okay? Have a good one. Have a good weekend.